Hello everyone, my name is Joseph. Welcome back to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video, or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Also, if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. With that said, let's get started. So today, I'll be showcasing Jellicent from Battle Styles. Starting with its pre-evolution, Frillish has 80 HP with 2 attacks. The first one is Recover. For 1 colorless energy, you discard an energy and then heal all damage from this Pokemon. This attack is pretty good for discarding energy, and I'll explain in a little bit. And the fact that you can completely recover is really good, and it makes sense if you're playing against beginner decks, making this Pokemon a lot harder to KO. However, given the strong builds you'll face in the meta right now, this Pokemon can easily get knocked out with 1 attack. And its second attack is Rain Splash. For 1 water energy, it will do 10 damage. And you're probably never going to use this attack, but it's there nonetheless. And its evolution is Jellicent. It has 120 HP with just 1 attack, SEDIMENT SINK. For 2 water energy, it will deal damage 10 times the number of water energy in your discard pile. It is worth noting that the wash energy or any special energy will not count for this attack. So depending on how much energy you choose to have in your deck, minus the water energy you'll be using for your Pokemon's attacks, this attack can deal some serious damage, and it can potentially 2-hit KO most Pokemon in the game. And I can kinda see how they designed Frillish so you can discard energy by using its Recover. So the main strategy or goal for this deck build is to discard as much water energy as we can so that we can increase Jellicent's attack. And for science, this will be the highlight of this video. So how are we going to discard energy? First, drawing our cards from the deck is important. So I'm using both Snorlax for its Gourmandize ability and Zacian V for its Intrepid Sword ability. This way we can continue to draw as much water energy as we can. Once those energies are in our hand, we can start discarding them. You can use Quick Ball to discard a card from your hand so that you can search your deck for a basic Pokemon. Viridian Forest Stadium makes you discard a card from your hand so you can search your deck for a basic energy card. Professor's Research allows you to discard your entire hand, and then you can draw 7 cards. And with Hapu, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand, and you can discard the other 4, and those could be energies that you discard. Another way you can discard energy is by means of Hard Retreat. Jellicent has 3 retreat costs, for example. You can discard 3 attached water energy just by retreating. And to help energize our water Pokemon, I'll be using Frostmoth for its Ice Dance ability. As often as you like during your turn, you can attach water energy from your hand to any of your water Pokemon in your bench. And I like to pair this with Air Balloon to give it free retreat just in case. And I've also included 1 bead for clutch moments, especially when we need that second energy on Jellicent to attack. And yet another way to discard energy is by using Phione. Phione has the ability Whirlpool Suction, which forces your opponent to switch out their active Pokemon. But then you have to put this card to the bottom of your deck. And anything attached to it must be discarded, so you can use Frostmoth to attach as much energy on Phione, and after using its ability, all that energy will be discarded. And with all that discarding, Phione can actually help us not deck out, because you can endlessly use its ability to put it back into your deck, as long as you leave 1 free space in your bench. After much testing, however, it's almost impossible to discard enough energy for Jellicent to deal significant amount of damage to our opponent. And by the time you have enough water energy in your discard pile, your opponent would have already knocked out a lot of your Pokemon and taken a lot of their prize cards already. So I would not recommend using Jellicent as a standalone attacker. So for the purpose of tanking some hits and as a secondary attacker, I'm using Inteleon VMAX. Although you can probably swap this one with another water type VMAX of your choice. I'm also using Bench Barrier Mew, a few copies of Ordinary Rod, 2 wash energy, and 22 basic water energy. Although you could probably go without the wash energy and just have 24 water energy altogether. This will help increase Jellicent's attack. And that's pretty much it. The deck list will be in the description below, but enough talk, let's just have some fun with this deck and see some gameplay. Alright, so our opponent chooses to go first. Let's put Snorlax in the active so we can start drawing cards as soon as possible. We got the Frostmoth line. And we got Frillish to go into the bench. Now we can evolve into Jellicent, although with the setup of this build, your attack's not really gonna make any difference in the very beginning of the game. So that's one of the difficulty level of building a Frillish as a standalone. So for now, let's use Hapu. I'm gonna get these two. So let's set up a second Snom just in case they knock it out. I'm gonna start energizing Inteleon V. And I'm gonna Gormandize. We can get more cards in our hand. So we gotta start discarding our cards here. We can use Quick Ball to discard 1 energy. And go from there. So yeah, I've been experimenting with Jellicent. Yeah, as a standalone, it's very difficult to win. Against fire decks, there's you could easily win because you're hitting for weakness. But if you fight any other matchups, yeah, you're gonna end up losing a lot of your Pokemon before you can deal any significant amount of damage. So our opponent is using a Dark type with Altaria. So the only Pokemon that will not be able to hit Altaria is our Inteleon VMAX. So they have a Weezing which will disrupt our Frostmoth from energizing. So let's just go ahead and evolve. Thin out our hand this way. I'm gonna put another energy on Inteleon, discard 1 energy, and I'm gonna get a Zacian V. Although, you know what? We don't have any space on our bench. Probably not a good idea. And I'm just gonna pass. We can't use Gormandize either because Weezing is disrupting all of our abilities. So we are stuck. So what a way to showcase Jellicent when you can't do anything, you know. Well, you know what? This is just one of those matchups that you gotta go with. There's a lot of really strong decks in the meta right now, and to deal with them is just almost impossible task if you just have Jellicent. So I'm gonna go ahead and evolve into Inteleon VMAX. We can even start attacking. I'll use Bead to energize our Jellicent. That way we'll be taking care of their attack costs. So Snorlax, once it gets knocked out, or if we have a switch or something, we can knock out Weezing with Inteleon VMAX. So not a lot of energy in our discard pile yet, and our opponent is focusing on its poison. So if we switch out into Snorlax, we are gonna get poisoned. But you know what? With the wash energy, it's very circumstantial like this. That will actually protect us from Weezing's poison. So that's good. And if we hit Weezing, knock it out, and we can knock out the Altaria with the bench damage. But for now we can't move because Snorlax has a high retreat cost. We can't get it out of the active right now. So their Altaria is fully evolved now. We can't hit it with Inteleon. So okay, we got another water energy. I'll just put it on that, and we're gonna Gormandize while we still can, while Weezing is not in the active. That will knock out our Snorlax, but Jellicent now is in the active. At least their Altaria will not be able to knock it out, and Weezing will not be able to knock it out either. So with poison, it's only gonna do 40 damage. Altaria is only doing 60 damage or something. So we should be fine. Crobat VMAX is in the bench though. So they're probably using Crobat VMAX with a Wheezing Line to disrupt, and also Altaria to block any VMAX or GX attackers. So this is definitely a uphill battle for us. We can use Hapu in the next turn. Okay, they're gonna poison our Jellicent for 40. Okay, we got 3 energies now in our hand. So let's discard 1 using Quick Ball and probably get a Zacian V. Evolve a second Jellicent. We have 4. We're hitting for 40. We get a Frostmoth. I'll get a Fion for sure because we don't want that in the discard pile. I'll evolve this, although we can't use its ability. We can't use Zacian V's ability. And I'll just put that, retreat, and I'm gonna knock this out with Inteleon VMAX. Max Bullet, and we're gonna hit Crobat VMAX. So now we have an okay amount of energy in our discard pile. But now we have to figure out how to what I could do is just retreat with Inteleon VMAX, discard the 2, and we can start attacking with Jellicent. We could do that. So let's do Ice Dance, put these 2 energies on Jellicent. We have 10 energies. If we retreat, we'll have 12. So let's put these basic in the discard, retreat, and we can knock out this Altaria with Jellicent. Okay, I'll take that. We get 1 KO. 111 damage. I can't guarantee its survival though with Crobat VMAX. Yeah, so it's gonna hit for 70 plus poison, 80. So it's gonna knock out Jellicent for sure. Yeah. So yep, that's what I'm saying with Jellicent. It's very frail, you know. So if you use it as a standalone, you got all these VMAXs running around. GX VMAXs in the meta. There's no way you're gonna win. And you can see how hard it is to discard all these energies quick enough for Jellicent to make to deal a lot of damage to our opponent. It is doable. Jellicent is playable, I guess. You could say that, but it just takes too much time for setup. And I would say if you had it as a secondary attacker, it's possible, but there's just so many other options that, you know, you probably won't be able to. You probably will choose not to use it. That's the thing, you know. So okay, so what we're gonna do here, we gotta get this Inteleon VMAX out of there. I'll just put an energy. I'll just Hydro Snipe. We're probably gonna lose Inteleon VMAX here. Just remove the energy. Not that it's gonna make it any difference, because they're just gonna reattach it. But you know, 60 damage, that could mean something. I don't know. So we're gonna lose 3 prizes off of this. But what's our next plan of action here? I mean, we can get it back by using Ordinary Rod, so we can tank more hits in the next few turns. We just gotta get it back. Anyways, our deck is not that much anymore. It has 16 cards left, so we can easily find the Inteleon VMAX line once we get it back from the discard pile. Although we are running out of, I mean, we're running behind on prizes, so it's not good. So I'm just gonna put Jellicent in the active. We should be able to attack for a significant amount here, 130. Might have to energize the next Jellicent also. So I'll just get Pokemon using Ordinary Rod. We'll get the Inteleon VMAX line back in the deck. And we have more Ordinary Rod, so I'll just get rid of Fion. We're gonna be hitting for 140 now. So Crobat, he has 300 HP. We only need 4 more in the discard pile. Unfortunately, those Wash Energy don't do nothing, so 180. Can we do it? 4 energies? I can put Snorlax here. I can put an energy on Jellicent. We can retreat. That'll be 170. So let's retreat. 170. And I could Ice Dance this one water, so we can attack the next turn. I'll just Intrepid Sword. We have 1 more energy. Okay, we should be able to knock out this this Crobat VMAX, unless they switch out of it. If they switch out of it, whatever comes in the active, we could knock out with Jellicent. So okay, that should be fine. Well, if they knock it out, we will be able to knock out this Crobat VMAX. So for one, they won't be able to knock it out with using their first attack. So they'll have to use the second attack if they want to knock it out. Okay. Alright, that's fine. What we could do here is we have Air Balloon. So we could probably put Frostmoth in the active. And then put an Air Balloon on it. Oh, we got 2 energies. Dude. That's perfect. Perfect! Ice Dance. So we'll put 2 of these on Jellicent. Put the Air Balloon here. We'll put Inteleon in the bench. Retreat into Jellicent. And I'm just gonna Sediment attack. I can't believe we just knocked out a Crobat VMAX using a Jellicent. It's amazing. So we got 1 more prize left. None of their other Pokemon would be able to knock us out here, so we should be okay. We should be okay. We should be okay, I think. See, I can't use Professor's Research because if we discard everything, we're gonna have 0. We won't have any cards left in the deck. We're just gonna deck out. And right now, I don't have room in the bench where I can put a Fion and continually use it. So what we need to do here is get rid of this Lily's Pokédoll. And basically any Pokemon that they put in the active. Well, if they turn into Crobat VMAX, we won't be able to knock it out. That's one thing. We do have an air balloon, so we can retreat freely. Maybe tank one hit. So I'll just replace that with our Viridian Forest. I can put this air balloon on Jellicent so we can retreat. They'll have to have a boss's order to gust one of our Pokemon to win. And I'm just gonna... see if we Ordinary Rod can get a Fion maybe. Let's just do this. We do have one more energy. I'm thinking of using Ordinary Rod. Do both because we need one more energy on Inteleon VMAX maybe. So we'll get Fion. Although you know what? Yeah, I'll just get those two, whatever. And then we'll get two of these energies. And I'll just go ahead and Ice Dance Inteleon. We will get 7 cards with Professor's Research. I'll just go ahead and retreat here. And I can get rid of this Lily's Pokédoll at least. So now they'll have Inteleon VMAX. We have Inteleon VMAX to tank hits. So if they don't evolve into Crobat VMAX, we're home free. But if they do, we'll have to battle it out with Inteleon VMAX. So let's see what they got. We're so close too though. We're so close. So close. My brain hurts right now. Too much thinking. Oh. Well, we have energy in the deck for sure. So we can use that to energize Jellicent if we have to, or Inteleon VMAX to complete our attacks. They're gonna use Koga's Trap. So now Inteleon VMAX is gonna have a hard time attacking. Oh, dude, did we just win? Oh, man! So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get 1 energy using Viridian Forest. We don't even have to deck out here. Retreat into Jellicent. Attach 1 energy. Sediment Sink. 190 damage. Here he goes. Victory is ours. Good game. Alright, so I've been in a lot of battles with this deck already. It's definitely hard to win. I'm not gonna say that you're always gonna win with this deck. You're probably gonna lose like 80% of the time. But when you do win, it is... I don't know. It's fulfilling if you win, but... It's... I wouldn't say that Jellicent is a top tier deck. Nowhere near. But it's fun when you win. I'm going to use Quick Ball here. I'm going to start setting up my Frostmoth line. And I'm going to attach an energy just in case. Intrepid Sword. Do get another Frostmoth evolution. 4 energies. That's good. So we're up against the Psychic type deck. And Golurk. Okay. Interesting. Golurk. Yeah, you know what? With PTCG, a lot of old Pokemon cards usually shows itself up, and then players like to test it out and go back while they can still play it. We are Gonna be hitting the rotation soon, so I think it's Sword and Shield onwards. So anything prior to Sword and Shield is not gonna be used up anymore. So tag team Pokemon, things like that, well, there's gonna be gone. So there's a lot of good cards that's being used right now that's gonna be taken out with the coming rotation. So let's evolve into Frostmoth here. We'll use Hapu. We'll get Inteleon and Snorlax. And I'll put Snorlax on the bench, put an energy on Zacian V, and I'm just gonna Intrepid Sword. I can attach another energy on Zacian to retreat. We can use Quick Ball to either set up our Inteleon or Jellicent. Although Jellicent, I don't think you need to really set up Jellicent early on in the game, because again, the setup where you have to discard all these energies really just take a long time. It definitely takes a lot of patience and a lot of figuring out how you're gonna discard those cards. If you guys know of any faster way of discarding these energy cards, this is the standard format, so I'm sure there's a lot of ways you could do that in the expanded. You know, you got I don't know, there's just a lot of options in the expanded, but in standard, I like playing in standard because you do have to deal with those restrictions, which kind of makes it a little bit more fun. You have to figure things out. I'm gonna use Ice Dance here. Probably put all these 3 energies on Inteleon V. You know what? Let's put one on Zacian V so we can retreat. I'm just gonna Intrepid Sword. That's our first priority anyways, to retreat Zacian V. We can start attacking with Inteleon V. So by retreating with Zacian V, we're discarding those 2 energies, which again will increase Jellicent's attack. I'm gonna use Hapu. Okay, we don't get any energies, but I'll get a line of Jellicent. I'll evolve 1 and evolve Inteleon VMAX and put another Jellicent line. So we don't have a lot of energies in the discard just yet. I think I'll just retreat. I'm gonna start attacking with Inteleon VMAX. Alright, Max Bullet. I'm gonna start chipping away at this Golurk, because I think Golurk has 140 HP. So Jellicent will not be able to knock it out just yet. We have to build up our discard pile. Yeah, I've seen, I can see why a lot of players are playing Golurk right now. A lot of content creators on YouTube actually show off their decks, and then a lot of players try out the deck build that they show. So kind of like what we're doing here, but and that's what the pattern I see. Sometimes when I see a new video out, I'll see a lot of that decks in the ladder. Right now we have 8, so we're hitting for 80, and I'm just gonna Ordinary Rod this one Jellicent, and then I'm gonna Professor's Research so we can get more cards. Can evolve into another Jellicent. And while we have these energies, we can probably energize the other our bench Jellicent here, and I'll just probably leave it at that. We can knock out Golurk. You know what? Let's just energize Inteleon. Why not? Sediment Sink to knock out this Golurk for exactly 140 total damage. And we get a water energy off of that prize card. Okay. So Okay, they have enough energy to knock out our Jellicent here. They're using a triple acceleration because they do need 2 colorless energy to attack. Fist of Antiquity, dealing 160 damage. So 160 damage. We now have 10 water energies on our discard pile. We can knock it out with Inteleon. Let's just get 2 Frillish in the deck. Okay, Professor's Research. Replace theirs with ours. Use Quick Ball to discard. Get another Frillish. And I'll discard this. Using Viridian Forest to get another energy. Start energizing that. I can use Max Bullet, but if they attack with a Golurk, we're gonna lose 3 prize cards. We have 13 in the discard. I think I'm just gonna retreat. That will be enough to knock out this Golurk. So now we have 15 energies in our discard pile. That's why we were able to knock it out. So at least, you know, we are staying true to to the purpose of this build, is to showcase Jellicent. So like I said, I guess with 1 prizers or casual, if you're up against casual decks like this, I think Jellicent, you could play Jellicent, you know, and it will put up a good fight. But if you're up against like Urshifu VMAX or something like that, or ADP, I don't think that's a good idea. You're probably not gonna win. You know, your deck is not gonna be optimal. Your setup is gonna take too long, putting all those water energies in the discard pile. It's just gonna be too much work for you, and it's just not gonna work. But you know, where it can, it can. But Jellicent definitely has potential. Maybe if you're up against I don't know, if you're up against Decidueye or something. Jellicent is weak against lightning, so you don't have to worry about that that grass weakness. So that could be something, I don't know. But then again, you're sacrificing a lot of your space in your deck, just so you can have water energy in your discard pile. So you know, there's just a lot of things you got to consider when building a deck. Again, there's better options than Jellicent to really make a build optimal. But Jellicent, just for fun, we're putting it in the spotlight today, and we're gonna try and win some battles here. So I think I'm just gonna attack here. We get 1 more prize card. We get a Snorlax. So now we have a secondary Jellicent in our bench, and it can start attacking as well. So we only need 2 more prizes anyways, but we are running out of cards in our deck, so we gotta make sure that we don't deck out. That's 1. And once they knock out our Jellicent, they'll be down to 4 prizes. And then if they end up bossing our Inteleon V, then that's gonna get them down to 1 prize. So we have to really plan this out, where our turn ends where we will take the last prize card, not them. So they took out our Jellicent. Now we can retaliate by putting this next one. We can knock out their Golurk. We do get another Frillish, which is good. Let's see how many. Oh, we only have 1 energy left. And we don't have an ordinary rod. So that's gonna be a problem. So even if they knock out our Jellicent, that's gonna be it. I mean, we can set up another Jellicent here. I think I'll just do that. But then we won't have any energy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Attack this Golurk for one more prize. That's it! We win! We have a Jellicent. Dude, that prize card, that... I thought we lost because we don't have any more energy. If they knock out this Jellicent, that's it. And if we put Inteleon VMAX in the active, and they just knock it out, they're gonna get 3 prizes. Oh, you know what? Yeah, they'll have to knock out Jellicent and then knock out an Inteleon VMAX to get 3 prizes plus 1. Oh, but they have Crushing Hammer. No, 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 no. No. Woo. If they had gotten ahead off of that one, discarded the energy on Frillish, then we'll lose. Unbelievable. So they'll have to, yeah, they'll have to knock that out. You have 17 energies in the deck. They'll have to knock that one out. So that's it. They have to gust our Inteleon VMAX to win this game, but we'll just evolve into Jellicent, energize it, Hapu, not that we need to. We'll just, yeah, put that in our hand. Sediment Sink for the win. Oh my gosh, that was a close game. Good game. Good game. GG's to our opponent. Jellicent is definitely an interesting card with a very unique mechanic, but it's probably not going to see much play in the competitive scene. But if you're just playing casually, you can definitely give this one a try. I am happy with how this build turned out, and at least we were able to showcase Jellicent for what it can do, and I'm happy that I was able to give it a moment in the spotlight. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.